I buy something I believe in, I release my mental connection to, obsession with it, and I just hold it. I don't flip, I don't do all this fancy stuff. And while I had my own reasons for this, and it's worked for me, by the way, there's now a scientific reason why you should do that. I'm gonna just read from this chart. If you invested $1,000 in the S&P 500 in 1970, your total return, S&P 500 is a index of some of the best stocks, some of the best companies in the world and their stocks. Total return would have been $138,908. So you invested $1,000 in 1970s. You would be worth $138,908. You did nothing else today. Okay, really important. Okay, but if you removed the single best performing day from that equation, so if you try to time the market, you were spooked about something, you took your money out of that market, and you lost and you missed the best performing day, your return would have been $124,421, not $138,908. Gets better. If you remove the 5 best performing days, so you try to time the market, something spooked you, you left the market, you would have your return would have been $90,000 and change. So, 40% off your return. If you remove the best performing 15 days, again, you decide to sit out because things were strange out there, your return would have been $52,000. So, almost a third of the overall return, or about a third of the overall return. If you miss the best 25 days out of between 1970 and today, which is 50 years, if you miss the best 25 days in 50 years, your return would have been a measly $32,763, not $138,908 on a $1,000 investment. The chart shows the opportunity cost of attempting to time the market. And more so, historically, the majority of these best days came after or close to the worst days. See that? So stocks have never gone actually down permanently as a market, the stock market, not stocks, in the history of this country. Stocks, individual stocks, Enron have imploded. I owned Enron and it was horrible for me and my mother. It just went away. So I'm not talking about that. But the stock market does this, so does real estate. It dips. People who are uninformed, people who are financially illiterate, people who are afraid, black people, minorities who were afraid to invest in the first place tend to sell on the dip. Oh my God, the market is going down, get out of there. People like me and others buy on the dip, and then what happens? It now corrects above the line. It was here before. So it was up, it had a correction down. We sell on the dip. Black people, brown people, investors buy on the dip. Warren Buffett once said, if you're going to be, if when in the stock market, when folks are afraid, be greedy. When people are greedy, be afraid. I agree with him on that. Real estate is less emotional, but I have a similar philosophy of buy, rehab, rent, and hold. Buy something that needs some work, rehab it, rent it, and hold it in an underserved market, because the inner city in France is called Paris. An inner city in the UK is called London, right? And we tend to walk away from these communities. They're really gold mines, and they're centrally located real estate. This is the civil rights movement. This is an ongoing conversation I'm having with you about how to live your best life and how to build. Please follow and subscribe to my new podcast with iHeart, Building the Good Life with John Hope Bryant. I'm on every week talking about how to help you build. Subscribe and follow all of my channels at John Hope Bryant and Operation Hope. Download the Hope in Hand app. It's free. And get a Hope Financial coach near you. Let's go change the world because you're in it. John Hope Bryant, I'm out.